Hey there, good morning. So let's get going with some Mobility Monday. Just gonna take me 1 second to get one more little thing going here and we'll get going. Okay, we're kind of getting into the heat of the season. So people are starting to get tired throughout the week. And strength workouts and mobility sessions are starting to kind of come into second rate from swim, bike, run, or hiking and stuff. Because when you're tired, obviously motivation goes down and you're just wondering, you've got to make your selections. So we've got over 40, I think there's a bunch of Mobility Mondays on there. And I just want to encourage you to use Mobility Mondays. Even though you've done the session before, your body doesn't remember that. All that it remembers is the tightness of the last weekend. It remembers of the reaction to the good hard training. So congratulations on training hard and keeping that up, but you're starting to get into a really critical point where it's important that you move well. This is going to separate you from your competition, even if your competition is yourself. And if you want to just keep getting better, you've got to take care of the body. And repetition is kind of part of the program. Okay, so that's going to be a theme of the week. Repetition is part of the program. Okay, so let's go. We're going to go ankle, ankle, knee, knee, foot, foot. And good morning, Deacon. Good morning, Deacon. He's a little bit of a tippy boy. Okay, so we're going to start with knee and then knee. And we don't want to yank too hard, but you definitely want to get it in position, okay? You guys, this is Deacon. He's my 9-year-old boxer. He's such a good boy. We've got some challenges going on, but he's feeling pretty good. So you can see how I'm pretty tippy. I had a big weekend of training. I can usually just nail knee, but I've got some more mobility in my ankles. I've just got to start switching things on. Good. Deacon, are you going to go have puppy chow? I think there's puppy chow upstairs. Yep. Go get breakfast. Go see. There he goes. Who misses puppy chow? Okay, knee, knee. Now let's go foot, foot to the backside. So we're just going to go right here, foot, and then foot. And I can definitely feel a little bit of tightness. Foot. You always want to be able to have these measuring sticks. When my quads are tight, or when your quads are tight, it's going to be more difficult to grab the foot. So when you go into this position for foot, foot, we want to make sure that this is a short hip and that's a long hip. So we know we're in an optimal position when we can get into long hip. All right, one more. Long hip. A lot of people recovering from Ironman St. George World Championships. This is a really critical week for you guys. This is week 2 of recovery. And I just want to encourage you not to feel like you need to start ramping up your training. Just start training, but don't ramp up this week. Okay? Ankle, let the knee just kind of flare out to the side. 2 hands grab the ankle. Other side. Good. Starting to get better on one foot. As the session progresses, pull your posture up a little bit. There we go. Hips are starting to warm up. And good. Okay, let's stay standing or in the loaded position. Go into a wide stance. Turn your toes in. From right here, we're going to go in and out of a founder. So this is foundation training, or one of the essences of foundation training. We're just going to push the hips back, hands to the front. All we're doing is working that hip hinge, okay? So right here, 2, push the hips back, 3, 4, 5, hands to the front, hips to the back. 6, we're going to go 10, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Okay, so that's just the essence of that hip hinge. Turn the toes in, stay wide with your stance. We're just going to go into that hinge right there and then glide left. We're going to get a little bit of that inner thigh length, dynamic mobility here. 2, we're gliding. 3, keep the hands right at the height of the chin. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? Now we're going to go into a nice step to the back. So when you step to the back, your feet will be perpendicular. We're going to rotate at chest height. So open up the stance, rotate at chest height. Come on back. Let's hit that same side 5 times. 2, 3, hands at chest height. 4, and 5. Same thing other side. Open the stance up, hips open up, rotate at chest height. You start to feel some tightness through the belly. 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. All right, staying standing, back to that nice wide stance. We're going to work 10 more founder reaches with that hip hinge, okay? This time, let's work the rib cage a little bit. See if we can get some expansion of the rib cage. So let's go thumbs on the bottom rib, pinkies on the hip bone. That's your measuring stick. That's to make sure that as you inhale and create space, you want to lift the rib cage off the hips using your breath. From right there, as you exhale, don't collapse. All right? So a nice big breath. Use your measuring sticks. From right there, we're going to reach right forward, hip hinge. Work your breath. Inhale. Pull the ribs off the hips. Reach. 2. Big inhale. 3. Big inhale. 4. One more. So we call that tensegrity. Tensegrity is the lift. It's like your body needs to become a suspension bridge. And when it becomes a suspension bridge, that's how we use the muscles of respiration and the core musculature to hold us tall and force us up instead of let gravity compress. Okay, so let's go into a kneeling founder. So knees at about shoulder width. Drop your hips to the back. And I want your feet ever so slightly outside of your knees. So there's this little bit of internal rotation in the hips. So from right here, pull the ribs off the hips with the breath, with the big inhale. Got it? And you're going to feel a little tippy here. This is a little muscle activation just to let you hold that position. Don't tuck your tailbone. Don't do anything. I immediately feel my right SI joint. Just identify what you feel and breathe into it. Hold very, very still. Give you that little side view. How far the hips are pushed back. How high the hands are at chin height. How soft the elbows are. See if you can lean forward just a little bit. Toes should be light on the ground. And come right back out of that. Okay, good. Shake that out just a little bit. We're going to go into prone decompression breathing and work a little bit more muscle activation. So, down on the ground, face down, knees together, toes together, heels apart. We're going to go fingertips to the ground, fingertips to the ground. From right there, look straight down, but I want you to keep your head off the ground. So right there. Hold your head in a nice strong position. Keep those knees nice and tight. Now, from that position, I want you to try and, using your abdominal muscles, pull your belly button away from the ground. So you're in this prone decompression breathing position. Your eyes are straight down to the floor. Your knees are tight. And now you're going to draw your belly button up off the ground. Try to keep it away from the ground as much as you can and work your breath. See if you can walk your fingers further away from your shoulders. Keep those knees nice and tight. 2 more big breaths. Now lift the hands off the ground, and we're going to bring thumbs to shoulders. Knees are tight. Reach straight up, all the way back. Straight up, all the way back. Knees are tight. One more. And good. All right, let's go ahead and press out of that position. We're going to go into a nice easy stretch. So tuck the right foot under the left thigh, and then pull the left hand across. Pull the left leg right across. Just a nice little pretzel. Just sit into that pretzel position. Nice and easy. That last exercise, if you ride a bike, you want to get really good at that position. It just activates, not necessarily a giant level, like we're not doing bent over rows or deadlifts or anything, but we're activating the entire posterior chain to hold you into that nice strong position. So sometimes activation can be enough to get you a lot of comfort. Okay, let's go to the other side. Left leg, tuck it under the right thigh, and then pull the right leg up and across and just sit comfortably into that pretzel position. If the knee gets bothered by that, just extend the foot out just a little bit so that you're not cramping down on that knee too hard. Good, and you should be getting just a little bit of nice tension through the hip. Hold. And then come back to the other side. Right foot tucked under left thigh. Left leg pulls across and sit up nice and tall. And right there, this is definitely more of a static hold, but static stretching decreases neural drive, right? It down regulates the nervous system. So what we're doing is we're maybe taking a muscle that might be a little bit overdrive and we're decreasing the drive. And going into a Monday, I don't think that's a bad idea. Okay, left leg under right thigh, pull it across. I'm not going into an interval session today. I'm not going into a hard bike ride. I'm okay to decrease neural drive on a Monday morning, right? That's why Mondays are kind of cool that way. Take that across, so I can go out for an easy ride, easy run, and everything would probably be just fine. Okay, good? All right, onto your back. Do a little bit of flossing, nerve flossing, just gentle movement that lets our nervous system just stay in the game. So the first thing is, let's get the hands out to the side and just gently rotate both knees to one side and then gently to the other side. Don't ever take this kind of movement for granted, right? Knees over, knees over. Some of the best athletes in the world take the time to just mobilize every day or every other day to just always have these check-ins. Good. Good. Now we're going to add a little movement. Knees to the right, head to the left. Good. And if you're not following Lawrence Van Langen, Inner Runner, I-N-N-E-R, and Inner, you should, because Lawrence is magic. And from a mobility standpoint and just freeing the body up, I can't imagine there's too many people better than him. So just nice and easy, side to side. All right, from right there, let's take it into some nice, easy, low leg sweepers. So the first move is just going to be to roll the body just like you did. So let's get that right hip off the ground. Take that right leg all the way up and then come right back. Go left leg, roll the hip, left leg up. Roll the right hip, right leg up. Roll the left hip. I'm running out of space just because of the wall. Good. Good. And good. So that's just a lot of nice easy movement. You can do that again tonight if you want it. Okay, left leg nice and straight. We'll grab the back of the right leg. We're going to floss through the hamstring. If you've ever had sciatica, just know that this will help stretch and mobilize that sciatic nerve. 4. Foot is just toes pulled back to the shin. 5. 6. Reach through the heel. Don't overextend. Just find the end range. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Let's hit the other side. Left leg up. Pull the toes towards the shin. 1. 2. Keep your head back if you can. 3. 4. It's funny how one side feels different than the other. 7. This one's just a little tighter. 8. 9. And 10. Right on. Okay, back to the right side. This time, let's hold that leg up nice and high. See if you can get the knee straight. If you can't, we'll work on it. We want to alleviate some of these, the tightness in the hamstrings. And we're just going to go ahead and flex and extend through the foot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sometimes when we work so hard, it's really hard to take these time to do little things like this. But I got to tell you, when you do, it's magic. Your body is just so much healthier. And we all know that the healthy athletes are the ones that can train more effectively, recover better. And all of those things are really good things. Okay, we're going to go right back to the nice, easy leg sweeps. 5 each side. 1. 1. 2. 2. Get all the way up there. 3. Make sure your knee is almost straight here. And 3. 4. And 4. 5. And 5. Good. We're going to go 5 knee extensions here. Nerve floss. 1. 2. Reach through the heel. 3. 4. On the 5th one, we hold it right through the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way up. Flex and extend the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good. All right, let's go ahead and grab the foam roller. And from the foam roller, we're going to work through the upper back. Okay, so let's go full kneeling position. If you're not comfortable in this position, you can definitely go to a standing position. We're going to go foam roller on the right hip and just take it across the body. 2, 3, and I get to push that back arm just a little bit from the bottom to really work through that shoulder, work through the shoulder blade. Same thing other side. 1, we're getting that nice big opening on the front side. 3, 4, and 5. Back to the right hip, up over the left shoulder. 1, start to reach through the rib cage, right there. Big inhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Same thing other side. Left hip up over the right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Let's get some movement at chest height. Right here, we're going foam roller right at the chest height. If you've got a little foam roller, it's still good. We're just moving through ranges of motion. We're just gonna go at chest height. 2, 3, turn your whole upper body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right, back to a standing position. And let's go ahead and go into that wide stance. We're going to take the foam roller, dive between the legs, all the way up, change to the other side. 2, change to the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, good. 7, good. 8, 9, and one more, and 10. All right, Mobility Monday. I love seeing you guys. I hope you have a great week. Everything should feel nice and loose. You can always go back. Remember, there's lots and lots of Mobility Monday sessions. They're in the playlist. Definitely like, subscribe. If you want to share anything with any of your friends, that's always greatly appreciated. But more than anything, I'm just glad you came on Monday. See you next week. Aloha.